Broker, Mr. Mukhtar Mohammed, joining me via Zoom. Mr. Mohammed, good afternoon and thank you for making it today with us on the show today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, and it's good to see you in Abuja.
Thank you so much. Well, you always understand the performance of the market. You are one person that I always believe in what you say with regards to trading. But this red that we've seen in recent times, it seems to be coming back to back. Take us through what is responsible for this, and moving forward, what should we expect?
Yeah, thank you again, Tolu. Yeah, the run shouldn't be surprising. Number one, and the key driver of the Nigerian stock market is normally the financial sector. And then since the CBN came up with the recapitalization of the banks, investors have been so cautious in that space. Then again, we are waiting for the monetary policy decision. Last week, the CBN governor gave a hint that there might be raise hike again. So what you see most in the market now, you are seeing investors looking for safe haven, exceeding the market and going to the fixed income space, the money market. So for preservation of some of the profits or preservation of their money. So we continue to see this happening until we have a trigger or we have a clear-cut roadmap, especially for the banking sector, the financial sector. Most of them would not told us how much their shares will be going if they have to do the public offer, or they have to do a right issue. They've not really come out clear and how much they will be needing. So a lot of investors are also looking at the dilution of their share in case you have these people, investors come in for the right issues or public offer. So all these are what is playing out in the market. And the big movers, like the lack of Dangote cement, the lack of Boa cement, the lack of MTM, Seplat, Airtel, at the moment seems to just be where they are, because again, they have no any trigger. We are expecting some of these banks these companies that are named to come out with their first quarter results. And that will also be a trigger. Even if some of them have come out with it, it's not really fantastic. Like MTN, Dangote result was good. MTN also came out with some losses. So all these are affecting investors' perception of the market as it stands. So it's more or less like a buyer market, and then a lot of people are selling for safe haven.
But many times we also say that the external economy definitely impacts, and that's what you've talked about, the MPC, what we expect. Inflation just came out like 2 days ago and is still on the high, but there was a bit of decline. I don't know if you would like to react to that month on month. I'd like your reaction to that and what it means for us moving forward.
Well, what it means for us is that there's a decline of 0.73%. People will say it's small, but again, it's huge when you know that for months we've not had the decline. And so that's the more reason why a lot of investors think that the central bank might just be hiking rate, because they would think that the hike rate that they did last month has really helped to bring down inflation. But again, I think but in the month of these numbers we are seeing is for the month of April. Remember, in the month of April, we saw the exchange rate a little bit low at the beginning of April. Before towards the end of April, we saw the movement again to almost 1.5. But remember, at April, we're seeing the movement at about 1,100, 1,200. But at today, it's doing about 1,004 something. So that also has its own to see that must have contributed for what we saw in terms of the inflationary figure. But going forward, in the month of May, we might not see those things happen, because remember, we had the hike, the scarcity of petroleum product. That also has a negative effect. We have seen the movement of a lot of customers, high net customers, from band B to band A, or band A tariff went up. So again, we are going to begin to see that also play again in the inflationary figures that we are seeing. So all this is what makes investors begin to look at, where do I put my funds, especially when the microeconomy environment seems to remain a lot of uncertainty in terms of volatility. And so they want to look for a fixed return. And so a lot of what you are seeing in the equity market is most investors leaving the equity market to the fixed income market. That will continue for some time, But again, investors will not see value in some of these equities, especially the financial stocks, especially when they come out with their roadmap, because up to this moment, they've submitted their roadmap to CBN. CBN have not given them a clear-cut direction, but from what we are gathering, it won't be an issue for all these banks to be able to raise the funds. But again, where are they raising this fund from? It will be another issue that everybody will need to look at. But I think most of the funds will be coming from the international capital market, which may in turn help stabilize the FX challenges that we are having.
Brilliant submission as usual. Thank you so much, Mr. Mukhtar Mohammed. It's good to see you there. How is Lagos? Enjoy your weekend.
Lagos has been raining, but again, it's